The American higher education system stands as a beacon of academic excellence, attracting talented minds from across the globe. International students enrich campuses with diverse perspectives, contribute significantly to the economy, and often become integral members of American society. However, the impending inauguration of Donald Trump has cast a long shadow over the futures of these aspiring scholars, reawakening anxieties rooted in past experiences. Trump's previous administration, marked by stringent immigration policies, left many international students grappling with uncertainty and fear. As the date of Trump's return to power draws near, universities across the United States are taking proactive measures to safeguard the well-being of their international student populations. These institutions recognize the invaluable contributions of international students and are acutely aware of the potential disruptions a Trump presidency could bring. The specter of renewed travel bans, stricter visa regulations, and a less welcoming climate for immigrants has prompted universities to issue advisories, urging international students to return to the U.S. before Trump's inauguration. This sense of urgency stems from the unpredictable nature of Trump's policy pronouncements, often characterized by swift implementation and far-reaching consequences. The 2017 travel ban, targeting citizens from several Muslim-majority countries, serves as a stark reminder of the potential for disruption and the very real human cost of such policies. While the ban was eventually challenged in court and its scope narrowed, it left a lasting impact on the lives of countless individuals, including students whose academic pursuits were abruptly interrupted. The current situation has rekindled these anxieties, leaving many international students and their families grappling with difficult decisions. Should they heed the advisories and return to the U.S. immediately, potentially disrupting their lives and studies? Or should they wait and see, hoping for the best but risking being caught in the crosshairs of abrupt policy shifts? These are not easy questions, and the lack of clarity surrounding Trump's intentions only amplifies the sense of unease. The year 2017 remains etched in the memories of many international students as a time of profound uncertainty and upheaval. Trump's executive order, barring entry to the United States for citizens from several Muslim-majority countries, sent shockwaves through campuses nationwide. The ban, enacted with little warning, left students stranded abroad, their academic dreams hanging in the balance. Families were separated, research collaborations disrupted, and a climate of fear pervaded campuses as the implications of the ban unfolded. The 2017 travel ban was not merely a policy decision, it was a visceral experience that exposed the vulnerability of international students in the face of shifting political winds. The ban underscored the precarious nature of their presence in the U.S., contingent upon the whims of an administration that seemed increasingly hostile towards immigrants. The legal battles that ensued, while ultimately leading to a narrowing of the ban's scope, did little to assuage the anxieties of those who had been directly impacted. The damage, both tangible and intangible, had been done. Beyond the immediate chaos and disruption, the 2017 travel ban left a lasting legacy of fear and mistrust. It sowed seeds of doubt in the minds of international students about America's commitment to welcoming global talent. The ban also had a chilling effect on academic exchange, as some students and scholars from targeted countries opted to pursue opportunities elsewhere, fearing the uncertainty and potential hostility they might encounter in the U.S. The echoes of the 2017 travel ban reverberate in the present moment, as Trump's return to power raises concerns about the potential reinstatement or expansion of such policies. The current situation is further complicated by Trump's rhetoric on the campaign trail, where he hinted at a more restrictive approach to immigration, including potential limits on student visas. These pronouncements, though lacking in concrete details, have done little to quell the anxieties of international students who fear a repeat of 2017. In response to the looming uncertainty surrounding Trump's inauguration, universities across the United States have sprung into action, issuing advisories to their international student populations. These advisories, while varying in tone and urgency, reflect a shared concern for the well-being of students who may be particularly vulnerable under a Trump administration. Universities, recognizing the vital contributions of international students to their academic communities, are committed to providing support and guidance during this period of heightened anxiety. One of the most pressing recommendations being made by universities is for international students to return to the U.S. before Trump's inauguration. This advice stems from the belief that once Trump assumes office, there is a heightened risk of immediate policy changes, including potential travel restrictions or visa complications. By returning early, students would be minimizing the risk of being caught outside the U.S. if such policies were to be enacted. Universities are also advising international students to consult with their international student offices to review their visa status, ensure their documentation is up to date, and discuss any specific concerns they may have. These offices are staffed by experienced professionals who are well-versed in immigration regulations and can provide tailored advice to students based on their individual circumstances. In addition to practical guidance, universities are also emphasizing their unwavering commitment to supporting their international student communities. Many institutions have released statements reaffirming their dedication to diversity and inclusion, pledging to advocate for the rights of all their students, regardless of their national origin or immigration status. These statements, while largely symbolic, provide a measure of reassurance to students who may be feeling anxious and uncertain about their futures. The proactive response of universities to the current situation reflects a deep understanding of the challenges facing their international student populations. By providing clear guidance, practical support, and unwavering advocacy, universities are demonstrating their commitment to creating a welcoming and inclusive environment for all students, regardless of the political climate. Section 4. Voices of Uncertainty. International students brace for impact. International students in the U.S. face anxiety and uncertainty as Trump's inauguration looms. Memories of past anxieties resurface, highlighting the precarious nature of their stay. The decision to return before the inauguration is complex. Returning early disrupts lives, leaving behind family and jobs. Waiting carries risks of sudden policy changes. The uncertainty amplifies their anxieties. Will he reinstate the travel ban? Will he impose stricter visa regulations? Will he create a more hostile environment for immigrants? These are real concerns for international students. Individual stories highlight the human cost of policy uncertainty. A student from Iran fears reunification with family will be harder. A Chinese student questions his decision to study in the U.S. These stories reflect a shared sense of vulnerability. International students navigate uncertainty, awaiting clarity on Trump's policies. Section 5. Trump's Policy Blueprint. A glimpse into the future of immigration. Donald Trump's presidency has been marked by a hardline stance on immigration, causing anxiety in immigrant communities. His campaign promises include reducing legal immigration and stricter vetting, especially from countries with terrorism concerns. These policies could impact international students, making it harder to obtain visas and causing longer processing times. The climate of hostility may discourage students from pursuing education in the U.S., affecting enrollment. The future of immigration policies remains uncertain, leaving students in a precarious situation. Section 6. Universities as Pillars of Support. In the face of uncertainty and anxiety, universities across the United States are stepping up to provide much-needed support to international students. These institutions recognize the invaluable contributions of international students to their academic communities and are committed to ensuring their well-being and success. Universities are implementing a range of measures to support international students, from offering mental health services and legal advice to organizing informational sessions on visa regulations and policy changes. They are also fostering inclusive environments where international students can feel welcomed and valued despite the broader political climate. Many universities are advocating on behalf of their international students, engaging with policymakers to highlight the importance of maintaining a welcoming and supportive environment for these students. They are also working to build strong international partnerships and networks that can provide additional support and resources. By taking these steps, universities are not only helping international students navigate the challenges they face, but also reinforcing their commitment to diversity, inclusion, and global engagement. As pillars of support, these institutions play a crucial role in ensuring that international students can continue to pursue their academic and personal goals in the United States. As we have seen, the landscape for international students in the United States is fraught with challenges and uncertainties. Yet, amidst these difficulties, there are also stories of resilience, support, and hope. Universities, policymakers, and communities must continue to work together to create an environment where international students can thrive. Thank you for joining us on this journey to understand the experiences of international students in the United States. We hope that by shedding light on their stories, we can inspire positive change and greater understanding. Until next time, take care and stay informed.